Hey there and welcome to Matt's Garage. Doing a bit different style video today. I'm not able to do live streams. I don't have internet at my shop here, and so this is as close as you're going to get to a live stream. As I'm going to do this raw, unedited video, basically to update you on what I've been working on recently, and some other project updates, and just a few random things and thoughts that I don't normally get to share on the channel. So firstly, this room that I'm in I've never shown on the channel before, and I've got some antiques collected in here, so I just wanted to show those off first off. They're not really car related, but they kind of are, because these two here are both Crosleys, and Crosley was a really cool little American car brand that made micro cars in the 40s and 50s, and they were actually responsible for making the first American sports car in 1949 with the Crosley Hotshot. And then I got this little Zenith, however you say it. I believe that's a late 50s, like about a 57. And the cool part about this is I was in this really old time hardware store, like a small town hardware store that had been there for over 100 years. It was kind of like falling down, and it actually closed down a short time after, but I commented on what a cool little radio this was. It was playing in the corner, and the old guy walked over, unplugged it, and passed it to me. And it still works. I've used it before and everything, but yeah, I've got that when I was about 9 years old, and this one I actually restored when I was about 12 years old, and I've had that one since I was about 6. It actually came in an old house my parents bought, and it was all covered in paint splatters and stuff, so I restored it and recovered the speaker grills and that kind of thing. This is a 46 Crosley, and that is as well. They're just different models. My parents have always collected these oil lamps, so I got one of those. And then this is my grandfather's Zippo lighter and his pen. So, and then what else? I just got a bunch of paint products and stuff in here. This is kind of my warm room. There's my old editing computer, a 2007 Mac Pro. So I upgraded since to a new iMac. Really like working with iMovie there for the editing. There's my mom's old camera, 35mm camera from back in the day, and a bunch of accessories and books. And this is my grandfather's 29 RCA Victor cabinet radio, and it still all works and everything. Quick shout out to Kayani, because I've mentioned on the channel before how I'm a chronic pain sufferer. I have a bad back and stuff, and this stuff helps me so much. I just recently went on it, and boy, I've been getting a lot more hours in the shop here since I have, so very thankful to that. I don't sell it or anything like that, but boy, it's great stuff, so check it out if you're suffering. So we'll move out into the outer shop here. This is my compressor room in here. I think I've shown it before. And through here, this is my bay where my mom's PT project is, and it still stands still. I've got everything prepped, and it's ready to mask up and spray. So I haven't got that far yet. I keep getting interrupted. These are all just Mercedes parts I've still got to install. Neither of my Mercedes are on the road yet, believe it or not. I want them 100% ready to go before I put them on the road. Because when you drive a half-broken car, it normally doesn't take long for something to really go wrong. So I want to get through everything and just get everything taken care of, and then I can drive with peace of mind. Out here is what I really want to show you guys, what I'm really excited about. I've had a lot of course, interest in the Neon on the channel. It's been the focus of the channel since the beginning, with the snow plowing and the off-roading, and I still want to continue doing that, but I thought it was time for a change-up. I mentioned before that my transmission was failing, and so I thought it was time to take things to the next level. I've had people say I should put bigger tires on it and lift it more and this and that. Well, it's going to get bigger tires yet, but you can see the added clearance here. And what do we got here? Subaru. That's right. This is actually the 99 Forester that I had featured on the channel, and I have cut the body off it. I cut the body off my Neon, and I joined it down onto there. It's about 80% done. Like the front doors, as you can see, they're on here. They open and close and everything. The car runs and drives. It's got the complete Subaru dash in it, and it's going to have the complete Subaru interior in it. It's got the Subaru engine, transmission, all-wheel drive system. It's basically the Subaru platform, which is good because it was in much better shape than the Neon platform, so that was an upgrade there. But the wheelbase is 4 inches shorter on the Subaru, and then the front doors are 2 inches longer on the Neon. So what I decided to do is cut down the back doors by 6 inches. So the Neon windows no longer fit then, so this is a Toyota window. I've modified to fit in here. I'll show you better on the other side because I've actually got the other side done. I'll just show you in the trunk here quick. You can see in the trunk, and you can see I still got to plate this together here, and I've already got that tacked together there. It lined up really nicely in there. So I have this tent here just to kind of hold some heat so that I can work in the heat. And then this is the other door here. You can see it's all done. I've even gone and repaired the rust on the bottom, and I built this dog leg in here because the Subaru one didn't line up at all. I built the whole door jamb in there, and like this area here is all extra reinforced. In the door I added extra impact beams. I had to build all that framework around there to meet the new window. You can see the window's a different shape on the inside than it is on the outside. The metal actually comes over the window on the outside there. And then in here I've got, can't really see that, but I built the inner piece there, and that's all double welded just like it was from the factory and everything. So yeah, I'm a couple weeks off getting this all finished. You can see I had to join the roof here. I'm adding some extra impact beams in the roof as well, and pretty excited about this. I'm going to be building a custom bumper for the back with a winch on it and everything. I've already got the winch for that. Here, you can get a look at that, and I've still got a plate up in there. I got to plate that all together, but you can see how I built all that in there and everything, and the door's all ready for the filler work. You can see the drive axle and everything. It's all Subaru under there. I'll be fitting the Subaru muffler back up there and the whole deal. So I just got to wire up the lights, the neon lights and all that stuff. And I still got to join up the front end. See, I got the bumper here and the winch and everything. But I've already figured out where that goes and everything. I've put a fender on there to mock it up, and it all lines up good, so that's no problem. Other than that, Model A project is still collecting dust, I guess, still at a standstill, but it is on my short list. When the PT in the bay there, when my mom's PT's painted, that's next in the bay is the Model A. Of course, first I gotta finish the Neon or Neoru as I call it now, Neoru, because it's got the Subaru in there. I felt the need. And then I've got that other piece of the Model A there that I bought to repair this, and the frame and the engine, and I got a transmission. Like, I've collected all the parts, I just got to start putting it together. It's going to be a pretty interesting project because I'm basically building the whole drive line from scratch, and so a lot of fab work on that one as well. This is my Buick here. It always sits inside under blankets, and I haven't done anything with it other than stare at it. I love this car. I'll never part with it. And the Versailles back here, I get a lot of comments on my Versailles videos, and trust me, I'd like to do some more work to it, or to start working on it, but I'm already spread thin. I've got a lot of projects, so I kind of got to get the ones that I've started back together before I start working on this. But as you can see, it's kept inside. Nothing's deteriorated. There's no mice in my shop or anything, so the interior is safe, and it's nice and dry in here. I start it up once in a while. I've got my Pulsar back here too. It's actually, I bought all the parts to fix it. I gotta do an engine out and reseal on it. And then I've got that corner back there is all full of parts. I've got parts everywhere, so that's why I can't, rip apart and start another project, because I've got nowhere to store parts off it. See, I've got all these 240 parts here, so that the 240 is another thing I want to, get busy on at some point. But yeah, I know I have too many projects, but it's hard. When you have a big shop, it ends up filling up with projects. That's just how it is. So I'm gonna end this video here, I guess. One thing I'd really like to give a shout out to Aaron from 802 Garage. He's been very helpful with this project. I actually bounced the idea off him before I started it, and then he's a real Subaru guru, basically Subaru enthusiast, and so any Subaru questions I have, I just ask him, and he's been very helpful. He's always trying to help people out, so go ahead and I'll link his channel up in the description of this video, and please go subscribe to him, because he's just an awesome guy with an awesome channel, so show him some love. So thanks a lot for watching Matt's Garage. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day. And this will just be coming out in one video. When I'm all done the build here, there'll be just one video on it. I have been recording along the way, and yeah, you'll get to see that. I just don't have time right now, and I don't have time to do a series on it.